right, hey y'all, so this video we're going to be looking at this sheet right here we did the other day, Plasmid Mapping Introduction Part 2, where we had to map the plasmid, fill out the data table, and then fill out the chart. So good news, based on everything we saw, we did a good job of mapping the plasmid. We had our origin up here, which is 03200, BAM, EcoRI, which is at the 800 base pair mark, PST1, which is at 1600 base pair mark, and Hindi, which is at 2000 base pair mark. So we did a good job of mapping that out. So then we got a little sidetracked, a little lost. So I wanted to kind of clear up some things. These numbers are not sizes of fragments. They are locations. They're like the address of where the restriction enzyme cut site is. So this is not a size 800. This is saying if I was to count all the base pairs, A and T, G and C, C and G, C and G, T and A, and I counted them all around on the DNA strand, when I got to the 8,000th pair, I would find the restriction site for EcoR1. And if I was to keep counting base pairs, when I got to the 1600th pair, then I would find PST1 restriction site. These are addresses, these are not sizes. So then we go into, okay, what if we cut with these restriction enzymes? What is the size of the fragments we would have? So, not sure if I cover. So in our first one, I messed up on the front, sorry. There was another lane up here. This is our marker. So this is gonna be in our gel over here. Our marker, just, we run that in, it was made in the lab. It helps us identify the size of the fragments. But, so in trial one, we did not, it says none. So there was no restriction enzyme cut. So if we do not cut this, the size of the fragment is the overall size of the plasmid, which is 3,200. So to map that on our gel, we go over here to our trial one, and it is a little bit above 3,000, so it would be there. The next trial says BAM H1, which is here. So if we cut it only at that site, right? So if we cut the circle one time, all it's doing is opening the circle. It's still one strand that's 3,200 base pairs long. We're not opening it like this. We're just cutting a circle one time, and it's just opening the plasmid up. So it is the same size here. On this example here, we're cutting EcoR1. Again, we're just cutting the plasmid one time, so we're not having more than one fragment. So all three of these, all we're doing is cutting the circle one time, which just opens it. So we're still just gonna have one fragment. It'll be the total size of the plasmid. So kind of come over here. This is trial 2, 3, 4. Okay, now for trial 5, this is, we're gonna cut at BAM, and then we're gonna cut at ECO. So we have a fragment here, that's one fragment, and we have a fragment here for the second fragment. So we need to find the size of both of those fragments. So if we were to count the base pairs, right? How many A's and T's and G's and C's and pairs of bases are there from this cut to this cut? So from the 0 to the 800, there would be 800. There are 800 base pairs there. So we have a fragment size of 800. And then this from here, if we were to count all the base pairs around back to that cut, starting at 800, right? So 800, 1600, 2400. We'd be at 2400. So to map that on our gel, we go to trial 5. What was that? 800 is about here. And then 2400, kind of about right here. Next one, trial 6. Now we are cutting BAM, ECO, and PST. So now we're going to have fragment 1, fragment 2, fragment 3. So this fragment is from 0 to 800. Its size is 800. This fragment is from EcoR1 to PST, 800 to 1600. This one is 800. And then from PST back to the top is half of the plasmid, that's 1600. So we got 800, 800, 1600. So to map this, my 800 is here. 1600 is there. Now I have two 800s, so I'm just going to kind of thicken this band a little bit to represent that there's more fragments there than the other ones. Okay, one more. Let's do orange this time. So this one we're cutting everywhere. So we're cutting here. Oh, not there. Here, here, and here. So again, we have a fragment size here to here. This is 800. Here to here, 800. From 1600 to 2000 is 400. And then from 2000 to 3200 is 1200. So we got, again, we got two 8s, we got a 4, and we got a 12. So we got two 8s again, so we got a little thicker line. We got a 400 and a 1200. All right, so I hope this helps. Let me know if you still got some confusion.